Well, definitely, yeah. This is a news that we welcome. This is what we have been insisting all along. This has been consistent position of Ethiopia. We have been talking about giving African problem an African solution. And this is what we have been vowing, and this we have been advocating strongly. If the law repairing countries, both Sudan and Egypt, comes back to these positions, if they take up these positions, it's a pleasure. It's a breaking news for us, and we enjoy that. Well, basically, you know, Ethiopia, when GERD, this project, Great Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, was inaugurated, Ethiopia has been pronouncing its intention, its genuine intention of giving utilities, light services to her people. And Ethiopia was repeatedly saying Ethiopia doesn't have any intention of hurting law repairing countries, that's Egypt and Sudan. All the diplomatic activities that we are being advancing along this line, at the end of the day, seems bearing fruit nowadays. Both Sudanese and Egyptians, those they know, have heard that the project doesn't hurt them, even it rather benefits them. For example, if you take the Sudanese case, it reduces sedimentations because there is a huge sedimentation that comes from the higher part of Ethiopia, from the higher region, the highland. That sedimentation affects Sudanese. The GERD also, the dam also stores water and lowers evaporations, because otherwise, if the water not is stored in the highland of Ethiopia, there is high evaporation and loss of water. It overcomes that as well. It gives them cheap electricity as well. The same benefits goes to Egypt. And we were telling them all along that they are going to benefit from this project. Even when it comes to Egypt, now during the negotiations we have been always arguing about, for example, Egyptians say you should release huge amount of water whenever there is a prolonged drought in Egypt. This means we can release only if we store the water in the dam. Otherwise, where do we release the water from? See? So it's an irony is that while in the meantime you are talking about releasing a huge amount of water from the dam, does it make sense to, in the meantime, parallelly talking about not having a dam as well? This is a contradiction. So therefore, diplomatically, this is effective. It seems what we have been saying is not falling on the deaf ear. I think they are hearing it and they have realized it, and we are very happy. Tendencies on the part of others to make this issue an Arab-African issue. It's not at all. We believe Egyptians are Africans, Sudanese are Africans, Ethiopia is an African country, this water is, Nile River is an African river. So we heavily rely on the African wisdom to overcome African problem. Unless one underestimates, ignores, or simply doesn't consider an African wisdom, one should not run away from the African way of things. And giving an issue an Arab and African character doesn't make sense. And we have friendly countries in the Arab world as well. We are equally committed to strengthening our relationship with the Arab world. We don't have any problem with the Arab world. And hopefully, we don't see any partisanship. We should not see any partisanship there. And the Arab countries also, we think will be fair, and they'll give an opportunity for these three countries to solve this problem within the African framework. You know, these tripartite negotiations has had positive legal and technical outcomes as well. We should capitalize on that and go for the discussions. We have to deal with the rest of the issues, and definitely this will have an effect as well. That border is also some very artificial. I mean, it doesn't measure to the level of the historic relationship between the two countries. Ethiopia and Sudan have had a very good relationship. The people owe each other a lot. Sudanese have been supportive of the Ethiopian nationals during our distress, and the vice versa. And we have been always out there to help the Sudanese during their problems, and we expect the same. What happened, unfortunately, was, when we focused, when Ethiopia has faced, these operations of, enforcing law and order in the northern part of the country, Sudan stabbed us from the back, and this is wrong. And I think they should not do that. Ethiopia still insists on giving it diplomatic solutions. We hope we can amicably solve it. If it is a border issue, we have a mechanism that is out there. We have 3 committees that have been dealing with the border issues that have been there for years. The border issue had been there for over 100 years. And we have been working on re-demarcating it because the original demarcation was not proper for both countries. And we have exchanged notes in 1972. So that we have been working on that. Now we appeal to the Sudanese leadership. We have been telling them strongly, we are telling their friends as well, let they desist from what they have done. And that doesn't help their interests. Especially the Sudanese military wing, which have initiated this, have been doing this as a proxy. Yes. Well, what we are saying is, look, these problems can be solved amicably. The tripartite negotiation could be fruitful if we continue faithfully. We appeal to the friends of Egyptians and Sudanese to impress on them to come back to the negotiation table and carry out this negotiation faithfully so that they will benefit, the region will benefit, the entire community will benefit, Africa will benefit. This is my message. You are welcome. Thank you.